Alrighty, buddy, we've got defender Matt Miazga. Laurel, we'll start with you on the Zoom.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Obviously, it was pretty chaotic at the end. You guys had the disallowed goal, and then Miami, had some close chances as well. What I guess can you just kind of react to what that was like, the intensity at the end of the game, and how disappointing is it that you kind of go from feeling like you've got to win at the very end to not, having to settle for the draw?
Yeah, it was definitely a chaotic ending. I think that Miles scores a great goal. I got to be smart with how I say things. I think we all felt like it was a goal, but they didn't call it for us. And what can you do? We got to keep playing. I think that the game was intense. The game was a good game. We obviously, two good teams competing, and they were hungry and motivated because we just played them last week and won. So we definitely felt, they were motivated and more intense. And yeah, we're playing away, so it's always going to be difficult, especially it's a good team away. And the conditions weren't great in terms of the heat, but I think you saw the guys push through and a lot of good performances. And obviously, the clean sheet is nice to have. And when you look back, it's like, okay, it's a good point on the road. It's a good team, but obviously, it's a bittersweet feeling because I think we obviously had that goal disallowed.
There was a lot of talk going into the match about who wasn't going to be on the field for Miami. Did that put any, I don't know, like mentally, does that put any added pressure on you guys? Just feeling like you've got to get more out of it because everyone's kind of emphasizing that they won't have these guys?
Yes and no. I mean, I personally didn't really, I was off the socials really this last few weeks, so I didn't really see much. Obviously, that was the big news surrounding it. But yeah, obviously, that's their top player and one of the greatest players in the history of the game. So obviously, with him not playing, it's definitely we had to kind of revisit a few situations in video and in our game plan because we knew he wasn't going to be playing, and a lot of their attacks and the way they play is revolved around him, obviously. And they played a good game. I think, it was tough for us, but I think we also played a pretty good game. We had some really good chances, especially in the first half. Even in the second half, we had some good chances. And I think it was a pretty even game. But yeah, we could only play whoever's in front of us. So we have to respect the opponent and the players in front of us, and we have to just make sure that we do our job. And I think we did a good job, and I think we could have gotten a little bit more out of the game today.
And we'll wrap up with two from Carter.
Matt, I was trying to figure out which thing to point to first, but you played Miami twice in the last 10 days. This is the team that scored the most goals in the league this season, and you kept a clean sheet against them twice. You have 3 clean sheets in a row now. What do you like most about what's going on defensively with this team?
It's cohesive. It's together. I think it starts with our forwards. It's a team effort. It's not just defenders or goalie. I think Roman had a good game today. He made some good saves. But I think it's about just staying disciplined and communicating, being a unit, moving together, organizing, and making sure that we're disciplined. And I think that we've done a really good job these last few games for sure. And we just have to continue it.
Pat Noonan was in here a little bit ago, and he said that if you want to win a trophy, every game's going to look like this throughout the way. There are going to be fights and challenges throughout the way. Do you think you guys proved tonight that you're up for that challenge throughout the rest of the night?
Yeah. I think we're this team has a lot of winners, a lot of experienced players, a lot of talented players. We've won before, so I think that's the mentality we have is to we can win in a lot of different ways, and I think we can win in grinding and with our grit, and I think that we have the players for that as well. So I think we're a really balanced team and a lot of balanced different ways we can win. So I'm confident in our team and our guys. So we just have to keep pushing forward. And each game's gonna have a challenge. You know what I mean? You're never gonna go on the pitch and just stroll through anyone. Everyone's gonna pose a challenge and a threat, and you have to make sure that you perform, you minimize their chances, and you perform better than them, and get more chances to score goals. So we've been able to do that more times than not. So we're in a good position right now in the league, and I think we have to keep fighting and pushing because it's an important stretch now. I think there's 9 MLS games left. So and most of our games are at home, which is nice. We all know TQL is a fortress, so we just have to take one game at a time. Obviously, we have a little break now, Leagues Cup, but it's another trophy that we have to fight for and perform.